Hello.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Starting the security.
Okay. So we are discussing SOQL, and we are always storing the results in the list, right? We are always doing that only. So we have not done map. So can we store the SOQL results in a map? Actually, you should ask me this question: why you are always using list where we have other collection classes as well? But yeah. So yes, we can use map also with the Sosl queries. Okay, so I will give you examples. Right, how I used to write list account LSD is equal to, I used to write my query here, right? In the same way here, define a map, say ID comma account, or you can say any object. Okay, what object records you want to get, you have to write that object name here. Okay, so map ACC, that is the variable of type map, select ID comma name comma rating comma type. Okay, so that is my query, and that should end with a colon, semicolon, right? So this is going to fetch the records, but map is having I keys and values. So we have defined map like it is key and it is value. Keys are unique. That is the reason I took ID here, because ID is the unique thing in Salesforce. Whenever a record is created, ID will be generated. That is the unique thing throughout the Salesforce organization. Okay, so here what keys contains, what values contains, we will see. So how to access the keys? For any idea? Any idea? So it is of type ID, right? For ID, take some parameter variable I. So where I have my keys, your map name, map acc dot key set. This is a standard function we have, standard method. Okay. So system dot debug. I want to see what value is there in the I. Okay. Next, values. For values of type account, acc, present in where we have the values, map acc dot values. Am I correct? Okay. Now if you want to print some field values of your accounts one by one, system.debug, the name of the account is, so how to print the account name, acc.name, system.debug, the type acc.type. Okay, let's execute this piece of code and we will see if we got any errors. List account to map ID account. Illegal assignment from list to map. So why we got this error? Because we got the same error before. Okay, we got the same error before. Any idea? Whenever you write a query like this, always this type of query is going to return a list. Okay, so when you are using map, you have to define map like new map id comma, you should remember this, that is the reason I have shown that error message to you, id comma account Now you have to write your query. Okay. So in the braces, write the same query in the braces. Select ID, command name. Okay. It should end with a semicolon. Got it? So this is the way you have to follow when you are using map to get your records using SOQL. Execute, no error. Let's see what we have in the IDs. Obviously, you will have IDs there. See, first it is printing all the record IDs, and after that it is printing name, type. What is that? We are printing type. Yes, type. Got it? So this is the way you have to define your map to get your results. Okay, do not follow like what we do in list. Always the query that you are writing here in the braces is going to return list of records. Even if you write the query like this, account ACC is equal to, if you write the query like this, it is going to throw a error message saying that, hey, you are trying to retrieve list of records, but this is not a list variable. Okay. System.query exception list has more than one row for assignment. The query is returning more than one record, but you have not defined your list here. So that is the meaning of that error there. Okay. So these are the regular errors that we see in real time. Right. So now we are done with SOQL, and let's go to SOSL. So we have seen dynamic SOQL also, right? Like passing a parameter to the query. Okay, so we have seen that yesterday. So let's see SOSL. What is SOSL? SOSL stands for Salesforce Object Search Language. It is a query language. SOQL stands for query language, and SOSL is search language. Okay, so it is going to search the keyword that you are writing in the query from multiple objects. Using SOQL, you can search the records of only one object, but using your SOSL, you can search the records of multiple objects. Okay, so that is the thing, that is the difference we have in the SOQL and SOSL. And by using SOSL, you can retrieve the records from 5 objects. Okay, so you can retrieve the records from 5 objects. And do we discuss the relationship queries? I think we discussed, right? Yes, we discussed. But we have not discussed in the case of custom objects. I guess I told you guys to work on it. Okay, let's see tomorrow that, no problem. And how many SOQL queries we can write in a single transaction? In a single transaction, we can have up to 100 SOQL queries, right? But what about SOSL? We can have up to 20 SOSL queries in a single transaction. And each SOSL can return a maximum of 2000 records. Okay, and it can search records from 20 objects. I think I said 5. It is not right. I think it is 20. Let me see. Yeah, it is 20. It is not 5. Sorry, it is 20. So SOSL stands for Salesforce Object Search Language. Salesforce object search language. Okay. Right. So you can have up to 20 SOSL queries in a single transaction. It can retrieve up to 2000 records. I mean, one SOSL can return up to 2000 records, and it can search records from multiple objects. And the limit is it can query the records from 20 objects at a time. Okay. And the important difference is you can write your SOQL queries in the triggers. You can write your SOQL queries in the triggers, but you cannot write SOSL queries in the triggers. Can you guess why? We cannot write SOSL queries in the triggers, but SOQL we can write. Can you guess why? It is simple. When we are defining the trigger, what is the syntax we follow? Trigger, your trigger name on your object name, right? Trigger name on your object name, right? That is the syntax we follow, right? So you are defining the object there. Okay, you are defining the object there, but your SOSL supports multiple objects, whereas SO trigger you are writing on one object. If you see this is my trigger. Trigger contact trigger on contact. So you are writing this trigger only on the contact, but your SOSL is performing the search on multiple objects. Okay, whatever you want to do in the trigger, do it on the contact, or you can do the cross object field update, but mainly it is dealing with the contact. Right, but your SOSL is dealing with multiple objects. That is the reason you cannot write your SOSL inside your trigger. Okay, so let's see one example. And one more thing I have to tell you, your SOQL query returns list of records. Okay, so as you are getting the data from one object, that is returning list of records. What about your SOSL? It is returning data from multiple objects, right? It is returning data from multiple objects. So it returns list of records. It returns list of records. So SOQL returns, say you can define your SOQL query something like this: list account LST is equal to, you can write your SOQL query. But SOSL, it returns data from multiple objects, and it returns multiple records from one object. It returns data from multiple objects, and it returns data multiple records from one object. So that is the reason you should carry your objects and along with its object data. That is the reason it returns list of records. So here you should not write your object name. Always you have to write list of S object, because it is returning multiple objects. So you cannot exactly define in the definition what object you have to write here. Okay, you have to define list of S object is equal to, and take a variable LST SOSL is equal to. So this is my variable of type list of list. Okay, is equal to, and you have to write the query in the braces. Okay, square brackets. Right. So each SOQL statement starts with select. Each SOQL statement starts with select, but here this SOSL starts with find, because it is finding a keyword from multiple objects. Your SOSL is very similar to your search functionality here. You are giving some name here, test, and what is this doing? It is going to fetch the data of the records which contain the test. Okay, it is returning accounts, it is returning contacts, it is returning people. That means the user records, leads, students, all the things. Okay, it is returning data from multiple objects. So this is the same way that your list is going to work. Okay, list of S objects you have defined, and you have defined a list of list name, and it starts with the keyword find. Find what? Say some keyword. What do you want to find? Say I want to find the keyword test. Okay, where? In all fields, not just a name. In all fields, returning. Now you have to type the object names. Returning what? I want to check, I want to look for test in my account and in what fields? Name, rating, industry, 4, okay, and 1 comma. After that, contact, first name, last name, 4, use comma again, opportunity, say name, opportunity contains stage name, opportunity contains what? It contains amount, okay. And if you have any custom objects, yes, I have custom object. What object I have? Book. Use underscore underscore C because it is custom object. Name, and I have author. I want to search my test keyword in these objects. Name. Okay. So it is going to search all these things and end the query with a semicolon. That's it. That is your SOSL. Okay. Now you should know what is typecasting. You should know what is typecasting. So here you are getting the data from multiple objects. Am I right? Am I right? You have to separate the each and every object data because you cannot show everything in one thing. Okay, you have to first to segregate your objects data and after that display the each and every objects data. First we have to separate the objects data. Okay, that is why we use typecasting. We have list of a subject variable. It contains all objects and all objects records mixed. Now I have to separate them. For that I have to use the typecasting. How I do typecasting? This is very simple. You don't need to even remember the syntax. Don't try to remember. You can just Google it and you can know because you don't use this thing that much. When you are not using that much, so that is fine. No one asks you for the syntax of how you do the typecasting and all the things. He is asking, he is the biggest stupid person. Okay, so they don't ask you the syntax of typecasting and all these things. We rarely do these kinds of things and nothing to worry. Now you have to use the index position. So this is at 0 index position, this is at 1 index position, 2, 3, 4, something like that. Okay, so write your, sorry, what is this? Contact. Okay, so here write your list name, list of list name, lst sosl dot use your get. How you use, what is the method you use to get a element? The get method, right? So index 0. Okay, and after that do the same thing for yeah, I think I am not doing any mistake. If I am doing any mistake, then I will look for Google and search for the syntax. I think that is fine. Let's see. Okay, so this is, say, contact, opportunity, oops, book, author. Okay, so you have to change the index position. So it is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Okay, index, right? That should be in the square brackets. Let me try with this thing, and if I got error, then I will see. Okay, so now say system.debug the size of the records. I mean, I want to know the number of records. How you can know the number of records? Oh, we have to change the list variable. This is lstcon, lstop, lstbook, lstauthor. Okay, so now your accounts are there in the lstacc. Okay, lstacc dot. How to get the size? Use the size function. Right? Any questions so far? We'll get the errors, definitely we'll see the errors. We'll rectify the errors also. And if you want to do each and every, if you want to process each and every account for account ACC, where are my results? My results are there in this list variable. Okay, lst ACC. I want to print the name because it should contain the test, keyword test, each and every record. Okay, name of the account is what I have to write, acc dot name. Okay, and you can repeat the same thing for contacts. Let me repeat the same for contacts. For contact con, where are my results? lst con. Okay, see here, this is the variable lst con. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to print con dot last name for opportunity. OPP present in this thing lst OPP. What I have to write? OPP dot name, and let me take one custom object for book underscore underscore c be present in lst book system dot debug what I have to write, b dot name. Okay, let's see, we'll get some errors, we'll rectify the errors. From here our query starts. Execute highlighted. Unexpected token at line 380. 380. Right. Sometimes this will occur because of this reason. You're writing the query in the separate lines. So I don't know why it happens sometimes. It will ask you to write the total query in one line. But in the classes, it won't do like that. Nothing to worry. So once I got that error and I was, mad. I don't know what is the error, but it is showing me something. So then I changed the query to one line. Then that is gone. There is no wrong in doing like this, writing the query in the separate lines, but anything left? Hopefully I don't get any error now. Unexpected token, line 380. Right. So what we
Srinivas, I think
got?
you forget to close the list
Yeah,
addresses.
yeah, that's right. Thank you. Oops, no errors. Good. So these are your debug statements. Let's see the debug only. Okay. Accounts 66 we got. See, each and every account is having the name test. All the records that you retrieved so far, all having the keyword test. Okay, so contact is not having test, but first name may be having test, right? Last name is record. So for this record, the first name may be test, and here also may be test. So that is why it is not displayed, because contact is having first name and last name. Okay, got it? So this way you can use your SOSL. Right. So any questions here? Any questions with your SOSL? So you can retrieve query, I mean records from multiple objects. So that is the main use of writing SOSL. Can you make it dynamic? Can you make it dynamic? Hmm. Making dynamic means it's nothing. Just take out this one and write a variable name. Find, say, string name. Okay, and I will define a variable of type string. String name is equal to, give the same test. That's it. That is dynamic. Okay, so try that one. Any questions you got? So this is also, I mean, we rarely use SOSL, to be frank. SOQL we use like anything every day, there are different purposes that we use SOQL. Really we use SOQL a lot, many times. Okay, so you have to be careful, like what are the different types of queries that, different ways we write the queries and all. Okay, so it's not that exactly what I explained in the class you will see in the real time. There may be some advanced examples. Okay, so you should work more than what I teach, right? And you should ask me if you got any questions there, right? You can ask me if you got any questions on this. Let's see. Let's execute this, and we will see if we got any errors. Unexpected token string name. Find. So there is some other way to write this SOSL. Okay. It's been so long for me. Dynamic SOSL. Just refer to them, that's it. If you don't know some syntax or if you are missing something, just go and refer. So find search word returning search dot query. Yes, that is what I missed. Okay, so you have to use search dot query. So write your total query in a string. String SOSL query is equal to, so this is your string, you're writing everything in the string. Okay, this is your string, and what you have to write now, search dot query, sarch dot query, SOSL query you have to pass to this search dot query. Okay, simple, right? So even I don't know, I mean, I forgot it. So I can just search on Google and I can see. So this is the way you should follow every time. Unexpected token string name. Okay. It is not taking string name. Let me know what is the error, what is the mistake that I am doing. So he is using some forward slash, right? So list of S object is equal to, you have to store the results, right? But it is giving the error here, so let's do, so this is, we call it as escape character. Okay, so he used the escape characters. So this is your starting, okay, until here it is a string, and this is the escape character. It won't consider, the forward slash will not consider the next parameter. So next is single quote, it won't consider. Okay, see something like this. This forward slash ignore this thing. Okay, and this is counted, right? And after that your string name. And if you see again your query is starting from here. Forward slash will not consider the next quote. The next quote will not be considered, and this single quote open here and ending here, but the middle one it is not counted because we call this one as escape character. Let's see now. Execute highlighted. Again you got the error string name, unexpected token at line 380. Any spelling mistake? String name, no spell mistakes. Scroll down. I don't find any mistake in this. String name, test. Yeah. So what is the mistake there? Semicolon. Okay. I'm not using semicolon at the end of the line. Illegal string literal. Line breaks not allowed in string literals. So this error deals with what I told before. Now you can't see that error. You don't see that error now. Unexpected token 382. List of S object. Is there any mistake? I don't see any mistake. How he is writing? Yeah, he's writing the same. Search dot query, Sosl query. Let's try again. 382, unexpected token. list is subject. Now again it will give error. Let's try, because I don't see any error there. Unexpected token. Now let me close it. So what the heck, man? Are we doing any mistake? I don't think so. We are fine. Yeah. Yes, we are doing a mistake. So you are taking list of lists, but where is the variable? Okay. You should have the variable, right? This list LOL, SOSL. Okay. So that is the mistake that we are doing. You are taking list of list, but you should define a variable also. Hopefully no errors. Yes. Okay. So that is nothing but your dynamic SOSL. Got it? See, all test records are printed. Again, the size is again the same, 66. Even before we got the same 66, and all records with the name test are printed. Okay, so this is your dynamic SYSL. You don't use it much, nothing to worry, but just know what is dynamic SYSL and what is typecasting. Okay, what is list of list. So what a SOSL returns? It returns list of a subject. Okay, so all these things, and what are the differences between SOQL and SOSL? We can write only 20 SOSL statements in one single transaction. You can see all these things. Okay, so if you, this is going to show you only, let, let me open it. If you go down, see, number of SOQL queries, 0 out of 100. Number of query rows. So SOQL query can return 50,000 records. How many you return now? It returned 0. You have not written any SOQL query. So number of SOSL queries, 1 out of 20. And number of DML, we have not used any DML. Okay. So these are all the limitations. Okay. Any questions? Okay, yes, then we'll meet again tomorrow. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Srinu.
Yeah, thanks,
Good
man.
night.
Good night. Bye. Yeah, Vikas.
Yeah, good night.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Bye.